do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. I said we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Say we all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Come on, I said we all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Come on, y'all. Come on. Yeah. Come on. What I'm talking about. Says we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. I said we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Say we all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Come on, I said we all do better when we all do better.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gangstagrass. I want to wish y'all Merry New Year!
Come on. Yeah. Come on. What I'm talking about. Says we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. I said we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Say we all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Come on, I said we all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Come on, y'all. Come on. Yeah. Come on. What I'm talking about. Says we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. I said we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Say we all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Come on, I said we all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. What I'm talking about. do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. I said we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Say we all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Come on. I said we all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. We can't get better than that. Come on, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Hey, everybody. Happy
What
Tuesday.
up? Yeah.
Hello, folks.
What a guan.
What's happening?
Vox vocal numb.
We're here, yep, hanging out live to talk to whoever wants to jump in and talk to us and be our friend.
What's up, y'all? Gangstagrass in the building.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, I mean, and
What
and
is
such.
up?
We got this going on Facebook. We got this going on YouTube. We got this going on Twitch. Wherever you're watching us from, we can see you in the chat. So,
Those mad folks over here on YouTube.
mhm.
Word.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
What's up? Now, everybody,
What's
you know,
happening?
grab somebody by the face. Maria
Yeah.
Smith back. What's up?
What's up,
Yeah.
Gordon?
Mhm.
Yo,
Gordon.
hey, we're trying to see what we can get popping in Florida. We got
Mhm.
down there last year. We definitely
Mhm.
want to get back down there.
Yeah.
Yo,
Well,
y'all ain't know. Gordon is my man. Me and Gordon is a comic book dude. We was on the chat the other night. Hey, what's up, John? We was on the chat the other night and joined Black Comic Book Lords. I didn't even know. I was like, wait, is that Gordon? What's he doing on here? Yeah,
We got
yeah.
Alano Mofo on Twitch.
Hey.
Said we should come out to Fool's Hill in upstate New York,
Word.
which sounds interesting. I'm assuming that's like not actually a hill, you know, like Fool's Gold. Like that's not a real hill. That's
It's actually
Fool's
a
Hill.
It's actually a valley.
Yeah, right. You lied to me.
Aw,
It's not a hill at all.
man.
Like,
So it's in Spencer, New York, Fool's Hill Farm.
mm,
All right.
like raisins that look like chocolate chips in a cookie. It's Fool's chocolate.
This should just never happen. It's so
Mhm.
wrong. It's so wrong. It's you know, there's some things that just really get you, like right here.
Yeah,
That's one of them.
yeah.
Yeah, I like what I do is I'll take the raisin cookies and I'll put them next to the chocolate chip cookies and kind of like keep them mixed up so you don't know which one is which.
You're a bad man.
Yes. Wow. So.
And one of them will have both raisins and chocolate chips.
Oh, see, now we're never going to be able to give out cookies at our shows again.
Yeah.
Like, we can't
still
trust
will.
you.
Or cookies for me. No, it's good.
By the way, anybody that's watching on Twitch, if you put any emojis in the chat, they're gonna go on the screen of our live stream. So I'll show you some in a minute, but have fun with that.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of stuff going on. It's been a busy last week or so. The big thing is that the new song is almost out. It's coming. It's so close. It's coming out to the public on Friday. Yeah.
It's going to be can't wait. Can't
Yep.
wait.
February 2nd, the new chapter begins. We're unleashing something on you. So make sure to sign up for our email list at gangstagrass.com to get first dibs on every piece of information that we can send out.
Yes. Please do that.
Mhm.
And then there's going to be some really cool stuff. There's going to be a Kickstarter coming, which we're excited about. You'll see that, because I think once you hear this first song, you're going to be like, we want a whole album. Let's do a whole album. And we feel the same way. So we just need to fund that album and make that thing happen, and it will be fantastic. Oh, we have unexpectedly a Danjo.
What?
Let me reorient our screen.
Oh, snap. What up? What up?
Hey, wow.
There we go.
What Ugwan?
Sorry for my lateness. Bedtime was a little bit later than usual on account of we changed the little guy over from basically a converted crib to a race car bed.
Moving on up
That's pretty
to
much
the
what
new
I
bed.
did today.
Oh shit, race
To
car
a
bed.
race car bed in the sky.
What's everybody up to?
We're getting silly.
Yes. We just finished decoding the algorithm, and the answer was 42.
I got baking soda, that's all. Hey, speaking of 42, man, yo, a big fuck you out to Wichita, Kansas, man. Them cats that tore down the Jackie Robinson statue.
yeah.
Oh, that's not
what?
okay.
Wait.
Who? What? Are you?
Wait.
That actually happened?
Wait.
Torn down. They found it the other today, in like destroyed and like set on fire and destroyed. Yo, fuck out of here with that. I'm calling on Major League Baseball right now. Get your money up and rebuild that statue.
Oh my God, I did not hear about this.
Right now, dude. Yeah, it was a statue of Jackie Robinson in Wichita, Kansas. It was right outside of a field, you know what I mean? And somebody like separated that shit at the ankles, took it somewhere and destroyed it. And
Tore it down and destroyed it.
yes, like it was gone for several days. They just found it today, just like smashed bits and burned it and whatnot. Yeah. So Major League Baseball, I'm calling on y'all, every ball player, every GM, every owner. Yo, you got money. Got with that statue rebuilt within the next 2 days. For real. That's some bullshit.
I don't think you realize how threatening that sounded.
Rand, when you get angry, you turn into a robot or something. So, yeah.
We did discover that our son seems to be streaming from 1984, 85. He's about like 8-bit our son on here.
Actually, I'm more 88 guy. So like,
That is solidly 88. That's definitely like with the phaser and the bit crunch. That's like the
I know,
movie
dude. You sound like Megatron right now.
Yeah, dude. Can you say Starscream? That's just like that'll really. Yeah, you got to get the Allspark cube.
yeah, right. Nah, man, I'm sad, but I saw that second.
No, that is fucked up.
I'm really having a hard time with this. It's the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah, that's
Star
super
Trek
foul,
nightmares.
But
it's
yeah.
weird.
The good news is that they still have the original mold that they made that they cast the bronze in. They're just gonna recast it.
Oh, that's good.
You need to get on that one right now.
So there you go, suckers.
There you go.
All right, any
There
other
you
news?
go.
Be Max Headroom.
I did
Any
love that
other-
show. I got all the
Yeah.
DVDs of that show.
Yeah, word up to Max Headroom.
Yeah.
15 minutes into the future.
Yo, that was quality TV
Yeah.
right there. That's one
Arson
that
kicked
should
us
get
off with a
rebooted.
news item. Is there any other news items for us to comment on?
Oh man, I feel like I had one. Oh, it'll come back to me.
That don't involve a state seceding?
That don't involve a state seceding.
Yeah.
Wait, that's happening too?
Never mind then, I guess.
Okay.
That takes all mine off the.
See, this is
I
what
was like, come
happens
on.
when you stop watching the news, and that's what I did.
I was gonna come on here like I got good news about Florida. Oh.
Well, I learned recently. Well, this is about that, but it's sort of not. I learned recently. I always thought, I always believed that story that that Texas had in its like agreement to join the union, basically a dissolution clause that it could leave at any time. But it turns out that's not actually there. So, oh, that was really interesting. not.
It's also
Yeah,
one of those
'cause
contracts that like it's just sort of enforceable. Like you can sign it, but
Yeah.
I'm excited. I want the Max Headroom reboot. I'm ready. I'm
Yeah.
ready. Who was the guy who starred in that?
That was the guy. What's his face? The dude
Matt something.
with the
right?
stuff.
What's his face?
Matt something.
Oh,
Oh, hey, Mark is coming to see us
boy.
next Thursday. Next Thursday, we will
Juby.
talk in person about Max Headroom in Boone, North Carolina,
Mhm.
the Appalachian
Mhm.
Theater of the High Country. Tell your
Yeah.
friends, spread the word.
Mhm.
There are still
If
some
you're
tickets
anywhere
left.
in North Carolina, come on out because we're going to be doing it up in the high country.
That's right. That's right. Because North Carolina's not that big. Come on out.
Mhm.
It actually is really huge. Like North
Yeah,
Carolina
but like
is
we're not gonna,
shockingly
you know,
large.
we don't have a very packed schedule yet, and I'm sure we'll be back in North Carolina before long. But I'm just saying, you know, you should catch us any chance you get because they're all special.
Word. Yes. So
Beautiful snowflakes.
I'm sure. I'm sure that Rand went to go fix his internet connection.
Yeah, he's reconnected.
We got Michael Rennie in the house. That's exciting. That's fun. Shout out to Bi-Coastal Productions.
I Am Curious Mob is in the Twitch.
Hey!
Coming through with Matt Frewer. Was that his name?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Points. 100 points to I Am Curious Mob.
Well, I have to say, good to I'm Curious Mob, but also Michael Rennie got that. Mark Lackey got that.
Okay.
We had a bunch of people.
Okay.
I love that.
Points.
I love that. That's the vibe here. That
Points going out
that's
to
great.
everybody.
Yes, many points. We will see you at the Appalachian Theater of the High Country in North Carolina. Christopher Napoleon is asking, do you guys know what you were doing for summer tours? We know some things, but
bit.
they're not announced
Chris, I'm coming to see you at State College, bro. What's up? Oh, man, Chris.
oh, Randy, what happened to your voice?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nope. I joined you in the future. Or the present. I don't know. One of them two.
I for one, thank you, because that voice was very creepy. And as much as I love Max Headroom, that was not Max Headroom. That was something
Yeah.
much darker.
Oh no! It's back.
Here's the problem, he says, and it just kicked back in.
Not ready for this.
I think
Okay.
you're just gonna have to sign language what you want to say. Write it on a sheet of paper and hold it up. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He's
in
gonna
the
go try to fix
YouTube
that.
LACC, that looks like a massive story right there.
It does.
Mhm.
It does. It does. Appreciate all the Gangstagrass fans out there who are paying attention to what's going on in the world. What up, everybody? Hooray for the AP, still doing the tough work that a lot of newsrooms aren't doing. All right. Well, we'll see how this goes.
Speaking of AP,
Okay.
anybody that used to read alternative press and has a copy of the June 1992 Alternative Press magazine, let us know. We need a copy.
Trying to think of what could possibly be in there.
Yeah.
What could possibly be
Mhm.
there?
I think it's June 1992. I was compiling a list of fun facts
Ooh.
for putting in our content. So my list of fun ranch facts, and there's one that I think the only proof may be in the June 1992 issue of Alternative Press.
Okay. I'm afraid to ask.
That's fun. That's fun. That's okay. I'm appreciating that we could probably compile some fun facts just right here. Let's see. So, our son, can we hear you?
Yeah, probably.
Hey, you sound actually really
Yay.
good. You sound really, really, really good.
All right,
For
so this
now.
is the problem, right? I switched up my internet a few weeks ago, about a couple months ago, and told Xfinity to get the balls. And so my T-Mobile joint is it's all right, you know what I mean. But I'm streaming. I'm on my Wi-Fi on my laptop because the cable is connected to my son's PS4. So now I'm on my phone. For some reason, my phone is better than my entire house. I don't know, dude. Whatever. It's like that's my existence right now. My whole 9/10 of my existence is just busted as fuck. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I love my internet connection. My internet connection has not failed me yet, and I should knock on all the wood because this entire stream is dependent on that internet connection. So, all right. Would you guys like to get some questions thrown at you?
Sure.
Yeah, I like
Get some.
questions.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go to how about this one? If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be? Wrench.
I would wake up tomorrow with the head of Ricardo Montalban as my right hand and the head of Hervé Villechaize as my left hand.
I mean, that's an ability, I suppose.
I don't know who these people are. Can someone
Follow-up
explain to me who
question.
these people are? Yeah.
How long would it take you to do the thing? Or would you just never, as a point of pride, would you just never do the thing?
No, I would do it
Wait.
immediately.
And all the time?
See, I
The
don't know.
plane, boss, the plane. The plane, boss, the plane.
Would you wear like a three-piece white suit the whole time too?
Well, just one sleeve. Or I guess, can your whole body? Yeah, you could just wear one suit. Okay.
I feel like there's some kind of joke underlying this that I don't get.
Y'all
Y'all
can
can
for
explain
those
it to me in
who
the
are
chat.
not aware of this, the TV show called Fantasy Island that featured a boss played by Ricardo Montalban.
Who you might also remember
Wait,
is playing
he
Khan
played-
in the Wrath
Yeah,
of
he
Khan.
played Khan. Yeah. Okay. I got you. Okay.
John says you got to do Khan, Rich.
Okay. How about you, our son? If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
One ability? Are we talking like superpower ability or just you know what? You know what it would be? Jazzy Jeff level DJing abilities. That I would love to do that. I'm kind of mad that I never learned how to really DJ. You know what I mean? I can spin records. I never learned how to really DJ. I would love that, to wake up tomorrow like as good as Jeff. That would be dope.
High bar. Okay. Awesome. Danjo, what about you?
What quality? Probably iridescence. It's a good quality. Or like the way that like aluminum or titanium gets anodized, you know, and you get like that gradient from like yellowy, green, blue. You know, that's pretty cool. I think that's a good look.
Okay.
All
right.
If it also came with the, remember in the 90s, and it was like everybody. Alex Mack did this. The Capri Sun mascot, or like all the kids when you drank a Capri Sun would do this, and also the was it the T-1000? Help me out here. In Terminator 2. Was it a T-1? Who was that? It was the next level.
T-1000, yeah.
T-1000. Right. Anyway, everybody would do the liquid metal thing, right? It was cool to see somebody like liquid metal in the shape of a human, and then also they could just like melt and be a puddle and go over here. Alex Mack,
I don't remember how it ended, right?
I mean, I remember how the Terminator ended, but I also remember how the Capri Sun commercials went. They were pretty good. They were having a lot of fun. And also Alex Mack, you know, could do the espionage thing. She never really, I think she was just a puddle, and then she wouldn't like form daggers or anything like that. That was too much. But they were.
I remember how the Nazis melted in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, but that was
like candles.
yeah.
No.
No metal was really involved there so much.
Funny
Yeah.
story about that. Len, the Bat Tribble from Black Tribbles, still can't watch that movie.
Word.
That terrified him as a kid. And it's still like, the idea of stuff melting, it still messed with him.
Yeah, same.
I don't
Same
think
for
anybody
all.
would argue with that. That was terrifying.
How
Yeah,
does you feel
that's
about
correct.
the large Marge scene in Pee Wee's Big Adventure?
Yeah, right.
That was the best.
Yeah, some wild stuff. Also, other sort of maybe more fun fact. I've been to the cave. Actually, I wonder if Len could handle going to the cave. Well, but if he's never seen the scene, then how would he know? But he has seen the scene. Anyway, there's a cave. I want to say we were in the Grand Tetons, and tour guide took us to the with the hole up top, and like the Nazi ghosts all go up the hole, out the ceiling. It's a real place. It was cool.
Sorry, I don't watch movies. Dolio, if you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
I want the powers of Magneto, but for plastics.
What are the powers of Magneto?
He has
Okay,
magnetic powers for metals, but I would want to be able to do the same thing, but for plastic.
Oh, so you could clean up the world. You can clean up the oceans. Yeah.
I mean, that's what everybody would ask you to do, but what you would actually do is.
No, that's what I would do.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you had something fun in mind, like.
Oh, no, like I didn't say what I was gonna do with the plastic.
Mm.
Something ridiculous.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
Nice one.
The
Nice
world's biggest above ground pool.
Yeah, I will say this though: if I could have the Infinity Gauntlet, I guess I would only need one stone, like the Reality Stone or whatever, and I could snap my fingers. I would make everybody in the world suddenly believe, just be with 100% certain, with all their heart, feel deeply that the Avatar movies were basically Smurfs sequels.
Wait, they're not? I thought it was Dances with Smurfs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
So I'm moving to another question because Wrench just answered it. If you could convince everyone in the world, for the record, he didn't know these were coming. If you could convince everyone in the world to do one thing at one point in time, what would that thing be?
It's my black ass. No.
Okay.
Would that be sequentially or try to do it all at once? Because all at once would be a problem.
That would be a problem.
You would have no ass afterwards.
I mean, like just throughout your day, like you have to make time to, there would be pilgrimages to the crib.
Yeah, just get in line.
Pilgrimage to the crib. Everybody in the world to do one thing.
Yep. I feel like I should I'm going to stick with Dolio's theme here and say pick up litter. Like if however many billions of people we have on the planet now, 7, 8, whatever it is, all picked up like just litter at the same time, we would have a very clean planet for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Before they, dropped it all.
I gotta figure out where to put it. Like, well, I have this in my hand now. What do I do?
What if you could get everybody in the world to play one game of telephone? And the 8 billionth person is going to get the weirdest message ever.
How long would that take?
Yes.
But the end of time.
It would take, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I mean, everybody could just do, pass it to the next person after they get done in the kissing ass line.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Wow.
Oh, it's tough.
Yeah.
One thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, the thing that came immediately to mind with me that doesn't actually apply to everybody, so I have to rethink it. But the original thing I thought was use your damn turn signals.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yo, you ain't even like even if you're just walking down the street, just put your arm out.
But only just the once. Just that one time, all at once. Everybody
As long as
blink.
as long as you
done.
do it just the one time.
Okay.
Mhm.
One that's tough.
Yeah, yeah.
Sleeves, do you have
One
an answer?
time.
I really mean pick up litter. I really mean it.
Okay.
Like I actually think
Mhm.
that's the thing that I want every time I'm walking down the street picking up litter.
Mhm.
I will say today I picked up like a coffee cup lid in a sort of treed up area near some apartments, and then I saw something that looked like one of those Velcro things that wraps up a phone cord, and so I picked it up, and I was like, and then I noticed there were a bunch of them around. I was like, what is the deal? And then, but like some of them looked actually like plant matter, whereas others seemed to be clearly like Velcro or plastic. And I ended up sitting there for quite some time examining them because this is the life that I lead. And
Right.
It turned out actually it was
The
like
LSD
leaks.
hadn't worn off yet.
It was leaks, yeah. It was
Oh.
leaks, and they just like there was something about the way that some of them were appearing that you could see like striations in them that made it look like it was Velcro. Anyway, so I was like, oh, okay, so somebody's composting here. That's fine. It was a kind of a weird choice for where to compost, but not
Just
a problem.
randomly composting on the street.
I mean, so I was grateful because it meant I didn't have to pick up all that litter. I just had to pick up the coffee cup lid.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's probably the best one actually.
Aw.
Yeah, that's easily the best one. Much better than mine.
I was thinking, because there's probably some really nefarious stuff, that like people could come up with that would, but I couldn't think of anything. I just,
You know what I think would be interesting?
Litter.
Have everybody confess their deepest sin.
I don't know if you would actually want that.
That shit would be wild, though, right?
Everybody
You're
on the
like, wait,
planet.
what?
Everybody on the planet.
Like what?
Oh my lord.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is you're aware this is Earth, right?
Exactly.
But you would
I
have
hate that whole baby.
you would
Excuse
be you would be having 8 billion people at the same time say, "I ate all the Frusenglasen."
me? I ate that whole baby. Excuse me, sir? What? Well, all right. We're just gonna put him under this jail and keep moving.
All right, you ready for another one?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll the wheel. Oh, here we go. What is one weird smell you love that other people don't? Yes, emoji. Yes.
I think I know what sleeves is.
You know
I
exactly.
happen to know this.
Go ahead. Tell them what mine is.
Tires.
New tires, fresh tires.
New tires.
I have to think about mine. I don't know.
It's true. You've seen me. I will
Fresh
stick my entire
tires.
face into a.
Hmm. I have photographic evidence.
Fresh tires.
Can't resist.
I don't know. A fresh set of tires does,
Hmm.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh tires.
I'm trying to think because like a lot of my favorite scents are things that I know other people that like them.
Hmm.
I don't mind the smell of gasoline. Doesn't bother me at all. I don't.
Same
It's like, all right,
kind of
cool.
deal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's not one of my favorites.
I prefer the smell of like the mechanic shop,
Yeah.
the garage with the like the oils plus the like
Funk.
the funk and then the like hand cleaning grease that's like highly scented.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, okay.
gunk,
All right. Yeah.
the gunk, the goop
Yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I like that smell too because it like reminds me of it's one of my favorite hobbies, which is just working on cars.
Yeah. It reminds me of younger days because my dad was a mechanic for a while.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. What is it what smell do I like I can't say that one.
RWA Fishing says, when I was a kid, I liked the smell of diesel fumes. That's interesting. I feel like I was always more of an unleaded kid, but I see what you're saying.
John said hardware stores.
I was big on Pine Sol.
Yeah. I Am Curious Mob is coming in with a memory of Arsenio Hall saying, why isn't there an incense of burnt match flavor?
Ooh, yeah, I love the smell of burnt matches.
Was I the only kid that used to eat the heads off the matches?
Ooh, don't do that.
I don't know.
That's a no-no.
Hey,
That's a no-no.
Never
Hey, I don't do it anymore, obviously.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
That's fucking weird.
I don't know, it's
That's
just
weird.
carbon, right? It's like basically the same as burnt toast, right? It's fine. I'm sure it's
It's
fine.
phosphorus.
Sure, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yo.
Sure, it's fine. Phosphorus,
Yo.
that's like what's in a banana or something, right? I'm sure it's fine.
Yo, you want some crazy shit? I thought I was having a stroke the other night. I'm laying there on my couch, right? And I was like, yo, do I smell toast?
Uh-oh.
But then I remembered that I had made some popcorn for Alex the other day, and the little bit got burned, and he was sitting there on the blanket eating it, and it just kind of infused into the blanket. So I was like, oh shit, is this it for me, motherfucker? Oh wait, no, that's the popcorn. All right, that's the popcorn. Woo! All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Michael in the Facebook said skunk. That's interesting because I didn't even know what skunk smelled like as a kid, except for in like I had a Garfield scratch and sniff book, and one of the things was like Garfield got sprayed by a skunk, and so you got to smell it.
Yeah,
It was
I
super
had that same
accurate.
book.
It was super accurate, right? Like it turned when I eventually smelled a
Yeah.
real skunk, I was like, oh wow, that's exactly what that smelled like.
I mean, in a way, it wasn't as intense as the actual smell. When I first encountered a skunk smell, I got, I was right up close to it.
Well, Florida. I was driving by on a highway, Okay. All right. Good stuff. Let's see. What else we got here? What hobby would you be terrible at?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't make it a hobby if I was terrible at it, right?
Well,
Right.
yeah, but
I
it's something other people would do as a hobby.
Like I don't know how to sew, like make shit out of like yarn and shit. Like no fucking idea.
Okay.
I would make a really long string of yarn. Just like, wow, look, there's two of them tied together. Woo! I made shoelaces. That's about it. So yes, I'd be terrible at that. Fucking terrible at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good.
I'm trying to think because I'm like, I don't know. Every time I think one, I'm like, yeah, if I really focus, I get good at that. I'm like,
I know for a fact I'd be like, I'm gonna try this. No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and do it now.
I have sworn off of perler beads.
What's that?
They're the little tiny beads made out of plastic, and you can put them onto like a rack of little pins and then use an iron or something to melt them together into the design that you made.
Okay,
But they're
so not quite these.
No, they're hard plastic, and they're so tiny, and you're trying to get them on these little teeny pins, and it's terrible.
I'll leave that up to you, my friend.
still trying to
Not
think.
that good.
Tolero really is good at everything he tries, so I'm not surprised that this is a really tough one for him.
Oh, man, I'm like the thing that pops into my head is like pork tasting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Toe smelling contest?
Well, I'd get pretty good at that actually. Hey, there's a smell. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of one. I feel like if I made it a hobby, I'd get good at it.
Mm-hmm.
I would be bad at hunting because I couldn't kill the little animals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'd be,
Yeah, I already
I'd be
did that.
Or people.
extremely
Or
terrible.
people.
I mean,
You get really good at like sneaking up on stuff. and you get right there, and like you have mastered all of the arts of getting there.
Oh,
and
it's a
like,
cute little bunny.
And then you're like, I can't shoot this bunny. He's too cute. All
That'd
right.
be funny. I wanna see a video of like a super good hunter who gets like gets the animals to walk like right in front of him and then goes, "Hello."
Start a whole new sport.
Yeah.
It's like flag
No
football.
petting.
Animal
It's
animal
just
spooking.
petting. Just petting.
Competitive
how
petting.
close you can get to the animal and just pet it.
Without losing a hand.
I pet this bear and then took it away. Like, what?
Mhm.
This is a great plan. It's a great plan,
Yeah.
y'all. This is-
That reminds me of a
Oh.
TV show that I wanted to happen at one point.
I
This was
did,
in the 90s when there were some popular shows that were called like When Animals Attack. They were just like footage of people getting attacked by
Love
bears and stuff.
that show
Right.
so
But
much.
there was also a popular show at the time called Touched by an Angel, where somebody would be having some kind of crisis and then the angel would come and fix their problems. And I wanted to combine the
Wait.
two.
That was like Della Reese was on there.
Yeah,
Della Reese,
yeah,
yeah.
she was an angel on the show. And so I wanted somebody to make Touched by a Wild Animal.
Touched by an animal or when angels attack.
When angels attack. That's a good one. When
Mhm.
angels attack is an excellent one.
When angels attack. Oh my gosh.
Watch both of those.
Actually, I saw that. That was a documentary.
Mhm,
Took place in Hell's Kitchen.
mhm.
I'm totally. I see what you did there. Yo, and Animals Attack was my favorite shit. Yo, used to love that show. Yo, people were getting fucked up on that show, man. And it was like, why are you there anyway? Why are you there? Like, you ever see the one where there's like there's some weird like talk show thing, and the dude is sitting there chilling with this bear, and the lady is she's I guess she's the host or whatever, and the bear is just sitting there chilling, and all of a sudden just reaches over and is like, ow, slap the shit out of the bro, and then he's just up on her, just beating the shit out of her, and the boss like, oh god, like the whole, like, why do you have a bear there? Why is any of this happening? This makes no sense. Why would you have done this?
Mhm.
Then the director says, cut.
Yeah.
The bear gets off, you
And
know.
there goes. The bear's like,
Yeah,
how
so-
was that? You need me to do it
We
again?
need to do it again? Need another take?
All right, everyone put her face back on.
I came back at a bad time.
It's a great time. I want to shout out Michelle in the Facebook chat who says, I play you all for my senior citizens at the center when we exercise. My 70 to 90-year-olds love you too. That is one
Sweet.
of the great Gangstagrass things. That
Yes.
to see the,
I love
the
70 to
grandparents-
90-year-olds.
Hey, Greg, we were just talking about that before the stream. Uh,
Yeah. Fun fact: my first job in high school was working at a nursing home. So, and I worked there for like 3 years. A lot of fun, great people.
Yes.
Soaked up a lot of game talking to a lot of
That's
older
right.
people. You know.
That's
Mhm.
right. Don't underestimate that wisdom and know-how. Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Pearl is
And
78
dancing
years old.
abilities.
How did you get pregnant? Oh, I don't know. It wasn't me.
It didn't mean I was the only person in my freshman class who had an affinity for prunes. I would just sit there and eat them, eat a whole jar of them. I didn't know.
Sometimes I don't like that you're an MC and that everything you say has like 5 levels to it. Most of the levels of what you just said, I don't really like.
This does bring to mind one time when we met somebody maybe in that age range who was being honored for being, you know, a great teacher for many, many years. And before we were playing, we were backstage and they were going to present her with this award for being this amazing, influential teacher. And so we were next to her and so we're like, oh, that's so great, you know. Thank you, you know, for being an amazing teacher for the kids. And she started telling us the dirtiest stories, one of which I believe ended with, if you're going to be a hoe, be a good hoe.
Yeah, I forgot
You
about
don't
that.
you don't get to live that long, you know. without.
Oh, that was a surprise.
I'm saying, part of being an educator is making sure that you can inspire.
Mhm.
You're gonna be a hoe.
Yeah.
Be a good hoe. That's deep.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right. As be the best at whatever it is you do,
Mhm.
You can't go half-ass, you got to go whole ass.
Mhm.
Whole ass.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm inspired. I'm inspired. Shout it out if you're inspired. Yes. Okay. Well, so Danja, you did come back just in time to answer. What hobby would you be terrible at?
Oh, I already know because I have several hobbies, so that's easy. What hobby would I be terrible at? So not a hobby I already have and know that I'm terrible at, but a new, freshly
I think you
unopened.
could tell us ones that already know you're terrible at.
All right, cool. Well, I feel like I'm okay at photography. I feel like most visual arts, most visual creative arts or physical creative
Mhm.
arts, pretty much anything not involving music.
Mhm.
Not so great. I don't know if it's
Okay.
because I can see the thing and
Mhm.
know how badly
Right.
I'm missing the mark.
Well, I submit to you Exhibit A, sense of composition. If you'll notice the heads of me and Sleeves and Dolio being centered and reasonably, fairly large in the
Yeah.
frame.
Look, this
There we go.
is better than it was. All right, because
Yeah.
initially it was
That's true.
way back. You know what? I'm actually gonna keep that. Fantastic. So,
Yeah, get your whole body in there.
Well,
Keep that. Keep that.
You got to do the R&B pose where you're just kind of all the way back. Yeah, that album's gonna be fire.
Paul.
Yeah.
Thanks, film school.
Well, Dan's visual acuity may be less than, or visual compositional acuity may be less than, but his auditory memory is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. So like, was it a couple months ago? I was on hold, just for I don't know something. I was on hold for a long time. I think it might have been, I don't know. It was a while ago. I was on hold a lot, and there was this song playing, and I was like, I know this song. It's like one of those classical music pieces, right? I definitely know it. It's something, and it just kept playing over and over again. And I pulled out, I tried to Shazam it, and Shazam was no help. I pulled out my voice recorder and I recorded it, and I sent it to Dan, and I was like, what is this piece of music? Actually, I think I might have played it for you, like, over the phone. I was so distressed about it. Like, I was like, I must know right now. And he was like, let me think about that. And I will tell you, what was it, 3 weeks later, maybe longer, just out of the blue, Dan sends me, what was it?
It was a lot long.
I'm Klein Knox music.
Yes, it was.
Yes. And just like, this just appears in my Slack messages with no context or anything, but I knew immediately what he was talking about. And I was just like, oh my God, he remembered that from weeks ago and processed it in the moment that, I guess, did you like come across it again or like what?
I did. And it's kind of like when people compliment our son on his freestyling and he's like, yes, but that's only because I forget my words. And so like, it was like, yes, I filed it away for a very long time. Because the first time I learned it in, music school, I totally didn't file it away and pay any attention. And so I had to, like, go back and find it a second time. So my go back and find it a second time is way good. I'm so good.
We're talking about Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, right?
Yeah, for sure. The March of the Mountain King.
Yes, Hall of the Mountain King
March
was
of the
one of my
Sardar.
favorite things.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, Sleeves, that you didn't get the classic on hold banger of the do 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 do.
That's the one.
Yo, I actually heard that. I heard that song today.
What?
That's
Yeah.
good. You know when you
That's
know when you
banger.
get that one on hold.
Yes.
Isn't
gonna
it?
be a
Isn't
good
it?
one.
Do 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 do.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
nobody's ever sampled that. Nobody's ever just thrown that on a beat. Like,
I don't think anybody can afford that sample, man.
yeah, probably not.
Yeah. Yo, Parrish is in the
Hey,
Twitch?
Fish!
tuning in from Buffalo. What is
Oh,
happening?
word. What's happening?
Hey, sup?
Yay. All right. Classic one, flying or invisibility. Dan has obviously chosen flying on a magic carpet.
Oh, wait, watch this.
Bravo.
It's good. Wait, it depends.
Terrible invisibility as well.
Now, when you say invisibility, can you make your clothes invisible too?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say also the food you eat and like all that. You know, if it's yeah. If it's
You.
Right. So it's like either
Somebody
free.
needs
It's
to
either
make that.
free travel or become a master thief.
Somebody
Yeah.
needs to make that movie of the Invisible Man where you actually see the food digesting, like floating in
man.
the air.
Yep. You know what they don't tell you is, yeah, you have to take your clothes off for the invisibility to work, but you also have to take your clothes off for the flying to work.
Oh
So,
Lord.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'd choose to. You can only be invisible when you're not flying.
See, that's dangerous. That's the whole reason I would choose invisibility over flying is because as soon as you fly and they can see you, they will either shoot you down or take you in for medical experimentation. You are done. Like
The
you
thing is,
cannot get
I'm the
caught.
type of person.
Cannot get
here's
caught.
like when I was little, up until, frankly, adulthood, I wanted to be able not to fly, but to float. Just about 3 feet off the ground, no higher, like 3 feet off of any surface. Because I'm like,
anybody.
I like that.
Yeah. For anybody that's watched the season, the final episode of The Curse, you know why we might not be choosing flying anymore. And we
Never
go
saw
with
it.
invisibility.
never saw it.
All
Some
day,
of the
every
people
day.
tuning in probably have.
That way, I don't have to drive now around nobody. 'Cause I hate driving around people. So flying.
Same reason for float, because then no traffic. I wouldn't want to really fly because you run the risk of running into stuff. Because unless you're impervious, then flying it doesn't
Fucking
really
pay
do anything.
attention. You run the risk of just running into stuff walking. Pay
No,
attention.
I mean there's other stuff up there
true.
flying.
There's other stuff
There's other stuff
walking.
over here walking.
That's true.
No, I'm saying if I could float, I could float around stuff, and it'd be like, hey, excuse me, my man. He'd be like, wait, did this dude just float past me?
Flying all day, every day. To everywhere.
You never get your kicks stepped on?
Flying. Fuck that.
Okay. All right. How about we sort of already did this one. Are you a hunter or a gatherer?
Isn't
If I were to turn off the blur in the back of my screen, you would see all the shit in my house. So obviously, I'm a gatherer.
I can't.
That's
So much gathering.
Honestly, I'm both, but I would have to lean on Hunter then.
yeah.
Yeah, gathering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
Parrish reminds us.
Isn't
That,
hunting
uh,
just a type of gathering?
It's a little stockier.
I don't know. Parrish was weighing in on the flying versus invisibility. It reminded us that our son is a Superman fan.
Right. So
So-
of course.
All day.
I will admit
All
I thought
day.
that might be a bit of a gimme.
All
Yeah.
day.
Yep.
Out.
Yep. Well, y'all know I'm a gatherer because Wretch keeps bringing me petrified wood, and I collect it because it's awesome.
I'm a Gunter.
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 That's
Gunter.
what's that, like German or something?
It's a gathering hunter.
Ooh-hoo-hoo.
Yeah. That's to say nothing of the woolly mammoth bone that Rent brought me. So
Word.
cool.
How did you find a woolly mammoth bone?
Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, he was out
Where'd you find
hunting.
that, Chuck?
And it
Yeah.
smells really good too.
I was hunting and I gathered it.
Yeah.
All right.
Like when I barbecue, I really barbecue.
Apparently.
Except one of them Fred Flintstone barbecue ribs.
It is big. It's like it's legit.
Mhm.
It's legit.
Tips over half the car.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Great.
John says thieving would make travel easier.
It would.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
It
I'll take invisibility.
would.
Speak on the planes and shit.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that said, I used to always say invisibility because you can always just get on the plane if you're invisible and boom, done. And don't have to worry
See,
about
but the
getting
problem,
taken
I
in
fall
for
asleep on
experimentation.
planes.
I think the problem is that, doors fly off of planes and there's like bolts missing from wings and things. Like it doesn't feel quite
All
as
right.
like now I'm starting to think that me flying might actually be safer than getting in a plane.
So this is where you remember that conversation we had about probability versus likelihood. It is probable, but not likely.
Isn't that
Meaning-
interesting? It's a use of probable that I think most people don't realize is the use of probable. Will you explain that?
So probable just means that there is a non-zero probability of something happening.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be a 0.001% probability, but that does mean it can probably happen. It just means it's not likely. So I don't know.
There's your
I won't-
Gangstagrass numbery lesson of the day.
I won't get into all the math behind like the different types of likelihood and probability.
Next
Yeah.
Tuesday at 9, Dolia will derive the quadratic formula for you. Seriously, though. It's really cool. Okay. Next question. Ooh. How about this one? Ocean or space?
Wait, that's the question.
That's the question. Ocean or we did invisibility
Mhm.
or
Oh,
flying.
which would we
Ocean or
prefer to
space?
be? Which would we prefer to be in?
Like sure. Why
No,
not?
no.
Or-
Which
or
would you prefer to be?
To be the ocean or be space?
I'll be space.
Yeah, space.
Space.
Well, because if you are space, you also include the ocean.
That's squirrely.
Mm-hmm.
That's squirrely. But if you're the ocean, you also include all that plastic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's rough. Okay.
Although space is getting some plastic these days too.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Tons of trash in space now.
Look, they're called billionaires.
Mhm. As I recall,
What?
based on a animated version of Pinocchio that was on TV a lot when I was a kid, that is set in space. There's a part where he goes into the belly of the whale, so the whale was in space, which means you could kind of have both.
Wait, so it was that like one of those whales that can travel at warp speed and
hmm You just hear the whale sound.
Wait,
and
wait,
then
so Pinocchio's in the Star Wars universe?
yeah.
Or maybe it was the big probe thing from Star Trek 4 that made the whale sounds.
True.
Maybe with
Mm-hmm.
have I ever? I understand that the budgets weren't tremendous. That was just a log. You remember that thing? It was just a log with a little like ball that came out, and then it was like what? Y'all couldn't come up with nothing else that was close to a whale that would make a whale sound? Not just a random space log with a disco ball? What?
Hey,
How high are you people? I don't know, man. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Star Trek 4, but it just like, but it's a log with a disco ball that makes whale sound.
isn't that the captain's log that Captain Kirk was always talking to?
Captain's
No,
log.
that's what he left in the bathroom.
Ah, okay.
Aw.
You're the worst.
Yes,
Okay.
John. I too used to study some marine biology, and there's some gnarly, crazy stuff down there.
Yeah.
The deeper you go in the ocean, the scarier it gets.
I
I'm
used-
going space. I would, yeah. Give me,
Yeah.
Space.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Besides
space
the fact
is
that
everything. Space is
besides
everything.
the fact that we're clones of originals that are now on Mars. So,
yeah, exactly. You know, we go. Like the ocean makes me not want to pay my bills.
What?
Like
It's like what?
when I look at the ocean, right? It's like it's so big and just so vast and shit. Like, what the fuck is Citibank gonna do in 1,000 years? The ocean will still be here. Citibank can't do shit to me. The ocean is there, man. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all ain't shit. The fucking ocean is right there. Kiss my ass. You call me all you want. The ocean. Fuck out of here. Every time I go to the beach, I'll be looking at the beach like, yo, these motherfuckers can kiss my ass. You ain't get no money from me till I got some extra money. Other than that, kiss my ass. I don't know, man. Every time I go to the beach, that's the only thing I can think. Like, yo, everything else is just so small and meaningless compared to the fucking ocean. Like, the ocean is right here. What are you telling me, fucking, MasterCard? What do you got for me? Nothing.
There's been a lot of
ocean is right
inspirational
there.
stuff here tonight. I feel inspired. I feel
I
inspired
think
to
you should,
throw off the chains of my credit card debt and just be like,
Just
whatever.
write the ocean at the
Ocean.
bottom and send it back
Yeah.
to.
Like,
Just
yo,
right, the ocean is right here.
No. I'll tell you one better. I'd rather be Billy Ocean.
Mm.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
I fucks with that.
Caribbean Queen.
Yeah.
John notes that space has the Borg, and
Mhm.
excellent point.
okay.
Yeah.
Excellent
And if you're a fan
points.
of the movie Ice Pirates,
Yes.
Oh
Space
yeah.
herpes. Gotta watch out
Oh.
for space herpes. So, which are about this big.
Yeah, that was their version of the Tribbles.
I forgot about that. Well, that kind of thing that sort of happened on Voyager too, didn't it? Wasn't there like a virus
Mhm.
that flew around? I was reminded of that by Lower Decks.
Mhm.
Hooray for Star Trek Lower Decks, the greatest show of all time. So, and I will move on before anybody disagrees with that. Okay, so we have come to our I'm going to say second to last prompt because heaven forbid we end on this one. This is the one that Wrench requested, and he is the creative mastermind behind this whole thing. So, I'm doing this even though I fundamentally disagree, but I support his creative vision, and therefore we are going to do this. Ruin a song by replacing angel with anal.
Yeah.
Just call me anal in the morning.
And this is for the folks tuning in the chat. You can put your answers as well. We need help on this one.
Somewhere, Shaggy is singing. Study, you're my anal, you're my darling anal.
Yeah.
The only one I could think of doesn't even make sense. Is like in the arms of an anal.
Yeah, Sarah McLachlan. That's a whole different song now. But bring me an anal down from Montgomery.
What's that one new wave song? Send me an anal. Ooh. Send me an anal right now. Come on, man.
Mhm.
Oh, dude, this could go on for days.
Yep. Jay Giles Band, My Anal is a Centerfold.
So, a city of anals.
Oh no. See,
Martina McBride's concrete anal.
our booking agents are so
Ouch.
helpful. that one of them has just sent us a list of top 50 pop songs involving the word angel. So thank you. Helpful as always. Way to execute.
Vapor Missile on
creative
YouTube says
vision.
voice of an angel, aka voice of an anal. Yeah.
You go back
No.
for some.
God.
Go back for some Aerosmith. You're my anal. Tonight.
No. Okay. All right. There's some more in the chat, but I'm not reading any of them.
We are so mature.
So mature.
So
Oh God.
sure.
Oh Lord.
So Gangstagrass does
Oh,
educational content as well. You can bring us to your elementary
I don't think you
schools
need to explain
and your
that
middle
since I just
schools
saw it.
and your high schools and your colleges. And we won't even talk about this. We'll talk about other things like the history of the banjo. What is it? What is it?
Michael Rennie said anals of Harlem.
Oh, man.
Oh, gee.
Vapor Missile says peace, positive waves. That was angelic.
And
Parrish says, speaking of anal, come back to Buffalo.
Oh,
Buffalo.
Buffalo?
Yeah.
Oh, that is what that says. That is what that says. Buffalo. That is what that says. Yeah,
oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
that's funny.
Oh boy.
It's-
Oh
Guys.
Lord.
You guys all have the dad humor down. Appreciate
Oh.
Was
you.
this because I said the thing about the prunes?
Mhm.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
God.
You brought karma on us. I'm gonna do this is not really a spoiler, but I'm gonna mention something about our upcoming video.
Oh, please do.
This is kind of an inside joke for Gangstagrass, but I just realized that karma is gonna get us because we're gonna be doing a concert somewhere, and Star and Micey is gonna show up and shoot us with ketchup and mustard and silly stuff.
That would be the greatest thing ever.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God. That would be.
That is it. Well, yeah, because the only people that know about what happened between us and Star and Micey is us, Star and Micey, and the people at Folk Alliance.
Mhm.
That would be so amazing.
Which, you know, for those that know about what happened, it's why I didn't say anything about the Will Smith incident.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna shoot silly string at anybody, avoid the face.
Avoid the face.
Avoid
Well,
the face.
at least while people are trying to sing.
Yeah.
Not the face.
Not like directly into the. This is not like squeezy cheese. Not directly into the mouth.
Mhm.
Yeah. Silly string don't taste too good.
Things we learned, and you will soon see.
Gangstagrass is doing all their shows in safety goggles. we come on stage looking like Devo. End up looking like Gallagher.
All right.
Folks are very excited. So we posted to John about the release date. Folks are getting very excited about that, man.
February 2nd.
Yo,
Big new single with the special
cannot
guest.
wait for y'all to hear this joint.
Ooh.
It is banging.
It is banging, and I think we can tell them this. I think we can tell them this, that when we launch the Kickstarter, we're going to be doing some like extra special stuff with people on the mailing list. So make sure that you're on the mailing list, gangstagrass.com. Make sure you're on the mailing list, and if you've gotten emails from us in the last like 2 weeks, you're on the mailing list. But if you haven't, then get on that mailing list with an email address you actually check. And there's going to be, so a while back, a couple years ago, Gangstagrass did a cover of a very, very, very popular song, and it's awesome. It's great. I listen to it all the time because I'm lucky enough to have it, but we never actually released it.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
I know you don't. It's so good. You're on it.
No idea what's going on. Wait, what? Who?
Yeah,
You're
to
on
be
it.
more specific, we've done a couple of
Yeah,
those.
but it has not been released. We did it on a commission for a particular thing that ended
Oh.
up not happening, but we nonetheless did the song.
Oh snap!
I really
I think I know.
enjoyed
I think I
doing this
know.
one, too,
I think
yeah.
you know what you're talking about because I was actually clearing out my hard drive, and I don't have the song on there, but I have the lyrics to the song on the hard drive. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I wrote this.
It is truly
Huh?
wonderful, and it's gonna be something that we're gonna give to our. I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna work, but something like the early backers, is gonna get like an extra bonus. And this song is
Yo,
so
put that
great.
in the chat because I don't remember what the fuck we're talking about.
I'll play it for
No.
after we close the live stream and all of the microphones are off. We will get into a back room and I will play that song for you on the Zoom. Okay, last question. If a crystal ball or some other kind of ball could tell you the truth
What
about
about a
yourself,
crystal gale?
Sure, some other kind of crystal thing, a crystal something or some kind of ball.
Crystal gale.
Could
Hello, Crystal Gale.
Crystal Gale could tell you, I don't know who that is, but that's a person, right?
Yes.
No? Cartoon? Okay.
No.
All right. If somebody or something could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? Yeah, right. This is tricky, right? Because it kind of assumes that like stuff is, is fated, right? Like it's gonna happen no matter what. So my first question would be, if I ask this question, is this like Schrodinger's cat, where now I know if the cat is alive or dead? So like, even though it could have gone another way, now it definitely goes this way. If that's not the case, if like my asking the question and the answer doesn't make any difference as to what actually happens, then I would want to know how long humanity survives in like a meaningful way.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure if you ask that, though, the oracle will be like, meaningful?
Rude.
Wait, I thought it had to be like something personal.
I'll let you know
It
when
said
you
about
get
yourself,
started.
your life, the future, or anything else.
Oh, okay. All right. In that
I
case.
just want to know if I should keep trying. That's all.
Who shot Biggie?
Who shot Biggie?
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I think we need to
It
ask
was
Nancy
James
Pelosi.
Earl Ray.
yeah.
Nancy Pelosi needs to tell us.
You gotta remember the bit in the Matrix where the Oracle. I'm not gonna spoil the Matrix for anybody, am I? All right, cover your ears for like 10-20 seconds. Where the Oracle tells him in the midway through, "You're not the one," and then, due to events that later transpire based on her having told him that, he sort of becomes or steps into or accepts or realizes that he is, in fact, the one.
Well, he wasn't the one yet.
Right.
No, he wasn't actually. Like, she could sort of tell maybe that, like, depending on how it goes, like maybe he could be, but he had to know it in himself, and he definitely didn't in that moment. But then by the end he did. But it was important that he be willing to sacrifice himself and put himself, put others before him. So I think there's a big difference between advice, like here's what could happen, and then based on that, like A Christmas Carol. A Christmas Carol is all about, here is an alternate future you can see for the express purpose of averting that alternate future.
Yo, all I was thinking of was A Christmas Story and the leg lamp.
Still haven't seen it.
That's the craziest thing to me. I haven't seen like basically any movie ever, but I've seen A Christmas Story 800 million times, and Danjo has somehow managed to not see A Christmas Story. I think that's sad because it is such a great movie.
You could have seen 800 million movies instead of, again, A Christmas Story.
Or who are watching all of Lower Decks again and again and again.
Well, you mean she could have seen 7,999,999.
No, I don't, Wrench. I mean 800 million, like me. I've seen 800 million movies and not that movie. So that's...
Fun fact. You like the Snyder Cut, right, Rand? Or you at least like watched
Love
it?
it.
Okay. All right. So
Love it. I've seen it like 50 times.
So 50 times. There you go. Okay. So for those who are like, oh, TV series are too long. If you watch one entire season of Star Trek Lower Decks, that is the same as one Snyder Cut. So there you go. There's 4 seasons of Star Trek Lower Decks. If you have seen the Snyder Cut 4 times, you might as well have watched Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yeah,
Don't-
Whole thing.
Don't watch it on Paramount with ads. It will be significantly longer than the Snyder Cut,
Ads.
or it'll
Oh,
be
no.
as if the Snyder Cut had ads.
I think all streaming services should list how long a program is in Snyder Cut units. Should be like, oh, this is 0.6 Snyder Cuts.
I like that idea, actually.
Hmm.
Okay,
It's like you Americans will do anything to stop from converting the metric.
using the metric system. Yep.
Snyder Cuts.
Snyder Cut.
Wreck Boy Incorporated asked when will cannabis prohibition end? That's what he would want to know.
Guess it depends
Oh,
on
yeah.
where you are.
Right. Depends on your state. I reckon it'll be pretty soon, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to interpret his question as like, when will prohibition anywhere be completely gone?
Prohibition of everything?
No, of
Just
cannabis.
Cannabis.
Oh, okay.
Like, when will it be a, national or global?
I mean, I don't think he was actually prohibited. I just think he stopped making music.
True, very true.
It was
Yeah, he
after
just
that disaster battle.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I would quit after that, too.
I don't know. I don't know if I would, to answer the question, like, I don't know if I would want to know about anything bad if the knowledge meant that I couldn't really avert it or do a whole lot to prepare or significantly like lessen the consequences. I don't think I would want to know about that. I might enjoy knowing about good things before they happen, but
Like
I
the
don't know
lottery
if that would
numbers?
really. What's that?
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
like Powerball numbers
Yeah.
or something craziness.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
no, there are so many. Like, I didn't know today for sure that I was gonna like change the bed that my kid is. He's finally down, which is where I was. I didn't know for sure that I was gonna change his bed, and then now like I did, and so now that's not there anymore. So I probably should have like taken a picture of the bed as it was before I started doing the thing, but I didn't. But like, I don't know. There's just so many things with him, especially. There's so many things that are like, whoop. Okay, yeah. Here's the thing I'd like to know. I'd like to know the last time he like mispronounces a word in a certain way. I'd like to know that. I'd like to know that like every single time for like every word. Because it's like I want to know that before it happens. Not like figure that out afterwards.
Sleeves, I know you said this was the last one, but I'm gonna throw another question out to the dads based on this.
All right, do
Right.
it.
Tell me something that your kid mispronounced and you were like, never change that. Keep saying it that way forever.
My kids used to say spaghetti.
I love it.
Dad, can we have spaghetti for dinner? Like they still say it now. My son is 17, my daughter is 20. You making spaghetti? Yeah, why not?
Okay. Should I even say this?
Go ahead.
All right. So,
Blow him up, man. Blow him up.
all right. So, my son has a teacher whose name is Teresa. But the first time he said it, it sounded like he said chorizo. So for a long time, we were like, chorizo? No, that's not what I said. I was like, if you're hungry, just let me know. I'm like,
That's good.
That's a good one.
I
like that.
can't remember. I can't remember any good ones. He's mostly moved out of like mispronouncing stuff at this point. I guess that's why I'm on that tip. But like he'll still say library.
What's a classic?
Yeah, library's a good one.
Yeah. It's funny too because it's one of those things that like if you are Dolio, you might know this. Like, if you are of books, primarily of books, and not so much the spoken word, like mispronunciations of things will creep in. But that can be a good sign because it means that you're learning new words, and you're experimenting with pronouncing them. You know, so that's it's just
that happened a lot with my kid who's now 14, but he started reading a lot before he started hearing about things. So there was a time when he was reading Jarfield comics. And I was like, I'm not going to correct him. And he's going to for as long as possible, I want him to say he's reading Jarfield.
No, and you know why? Because years from now, history will prove him right. So don't be on the wrong side of that, man. Do not be on the wrong side of that.
My kid did say Stomatch one time.
Nice.
Stomatch.
Am I seeing a Ghostbusters trailer?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I know.
Yeah, the Frost Kingdom or whatever.
What?
I don't know. Anyway, another thing that this is a little bit different, but a mispronunciation that I will always remember from my kid was when he tried to brag and he said, "I have an excellent vocabulary."
Oh, nice one.
Yo,
man, you got words I don't even know.
It almost sounds like something you would actually hear somebody say it. But when you said it, I heard it in an English accent in my head.
Yeah.
Vocabulary.
Yeah.
Vocabulary.
That's that Roman influence. English people always having like way too many syllables. That's that Roman
vocabulary is amazing.
I've got one that would be, so there's this weird TikTok going around, and Wrench, you'll know about this because you're TikTok, about, if I say Roman Empire, you guys know what TikTok I'm talking about? Where,
I don't.
All right, so every guy, according to TikTok, which makes it true, every guy is thinking, on average, every few seconds about the Roman Empire, of course.
And
right?
I'm sure that Randy and I will say.
Yeah. I mean,
there's a specific kind of guy who probably.
And it's not me either, but apparently it's every guy. So it said, ladies, ask your man, if he's thinking about Roman Empire. And so then there became this trend of like, okay, so not that then, but like, what's your Roman Empire? As in, what is the thing that you think about, like, just constantly, every few seconds, multiple times throughout a day, just always thinking about this. So what's your Roman Empire?
It's a good question. I don't even know.
I don't know. For me, it's.
You know what it is? For me, I know exactly what it is. It's some degree of Philly sports. There's something Philly sports related in my head all the time.
Yeah,
the time.
I could have answered that for you.
This is me disappearing into the ether because my phone's about to die.
Hell yeah. I want to know what sleeves is actually.
I mean, I feel like there's probably a few, but a big one is the, like, where is all the trash gonna go, and like how do we create a sustainable way of living that, so it's not like a past thing, it's a current thing that we're dealing with all the time. How do we get through this moment to a sustainable, ongoing world and life for all the people and things and animals and living stuff and non-living stuff, and not just like trash everything right now because we feel like it. I'm a sunny person. I'm always thinking about the happy things. That's
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I have a thing like that. My brain is usually just taking things apart and reconstructing them.
That counts. That counts. Is there something that you get stuck on taking apart and reconstructing, like a particular thing or category of things that you're most generally on, that you just come back to all the time for no reason?
I have Angel of the Morning stuck in my head. How about that?
Said what? What's stuck in your head?
One of the songs from the earlier prompt. Go on. I want to
Yeah.
know. I
Oh.
want to know.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's anything in particular. With me, it's just like everything. I mean, but there might be something I get obsessed with for like, sometimes a few months or a few years. Like for like a good year, I was obsessed with the perfect crab cake.
Mm. Does it really have anything to do with anything other than just starting with good lump crab?
I think it does. The most
Well,
important
no.
thing.
That's not enough.
I think Dolio and I are going to disagree on this, but I think the most important thing is no cartilage whatsoever. The pick has to be completely clean. I
Yeah,
want to be biting into
that-
something and then pulling something out of my mouth.
Yeah, goes
Yeah,
without
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That's I've been ruined for crab cakes. I can't eat a crab cake without with anything but like the most ginger of like incisors. I basically have to just deconstruct it to a pile on my plate.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm with sleeves. That's what I'm saying is like good lump crab, as in
Right.
only the meat, please. Thank
Yes,
you.
I mean obviously, but that's not
Yeah.
all of it.
Okay.
There's like there's specific proportions of things involved in getting the right amounts.
Is it fair to compare it to like basically like a hush puppy sort of consistency, but then crab meat?
That feels too bready.
It's close.
To me.
It's closer to a croquette
All right.
than a hush puppy. Hush puppies are denser.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, for me it's just constantly like deconstructing things and like reconstituting them.
Okay.
Food, machines, buildings, instruments.
Here's what I think. Here's what I like to reflect on, to contemplate the nature of the universe,
Haha.
which is the journey that led to an anti-American protest in Afghanistan, led by Al Qaeda, that featured people waving posters of
Evil
Osama
bird.
bin Laden next to Bert from Bert and Ernie.
Evil bird.
Yes. And that is just such a weird thing to see this protest against America, but Bert is on the side of Osama bin Laden. And
Yep.
how that happened,
Yep.
because it's just funny. It requires that somebody made a website in the 90s called bertisevil.com
Yeah.
and posted Photoshop pictures showing Bert in all kinds of terrible places, one of which was Bert and Osama bin Laden, Photoshopped together.
Okay, by
So
the way,
maybe
I will.
so you're thinking that they used the picture not realizing that Bert was in it?
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't think
that
they knew
is-
who Bert was.
That's what happened.
I
By the
think
way,
somebody-
I'll raise my hand when he lies. Okay, but
Yeah. So somebody in Al Qaeda was given the task of designing these posters for the protest. They went and they Googled picture. They did an image search for Osama bin Laden, and that one came up, and they were like, "Cool," and they printed it on the poster, and there they were carrying these posters of Bert. They're just like, "Down with America. Here's Bert."
I like to think that there was one guy in Al Qaeda that has a sense of humor and was just like,
Hmm.
Yo, this shit
they're
be
gonna
funny.
love this is gonna be funny.
This
Check
is
this out.
funny.
Like, I think that's the same
And then
thing
like
that
later
happened-
on when he's getting like flogged with the butt of an AK-47, he'll be like, worth it.
Okay, I don't know about that part, but I feel like that's what happened with the Churchill quote in the DeSantis suspension of campaign speech. That like some staffer was like, "This will be hilarious."
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be
what was the quote? God, I admit to not watching DeSantis' campaign.
It was something
speech.
about like, failure is not a something, or it is a something, or something's a something. It turned out to be like from a Budweiser ad from like the early 1900s or something. Suffice it to say, it was not Churchill.
And it was,
It
quote
was like-
about,
He was like, the best part of waking up.
But now, was it as bad as was that as bad as Herman Cain?
Wait,
Wait, him quoting
nothing is as bad as
Pokemon.
Herman
Pokemon
Cain.
The Pokemon movie, dude. But that's a great quote, though. And
Wait,
and,
what did he say?
and
You
he
gotta catch 'em all?
attributed it.
Wait,
He attributed the quote
Yeah.
correctly.
if he
he's
attributed
right.
it correctly,
Okay.
that's
Pokemon-
fine. If he quoted
Yes.
the Pokemon movie and said it was Churchill, then yes, it would be that bad.
Yeah.
I don't even
no.
remember what it was he quoted.
Mhm.
It was the Pokemon movie. It was. I'm gonna look it up right now because it's worth. It was a great quote.
Well, he wanted to be the very best, the best there ever was.
No, it's not that song. It's the song "Power of One," the theme song of the Pokemon movie, sung by the unparalleled Donna Summer. Okay. Here we go. I believe these words came from the Pokemon movie. Okay, that's what he said. He said, and this was his concession speech, right? So on theme, you gotta have a good concession quote. Life can be a challenge. Life can seem impossible. It's never easy when there's so much on the line, but you and I can make a difference. There's a mission just for you and me. Y'all just felt that for Herman Cain just now, didn't you? Y'all did, right? Yeah,
Hey,
I did.
I mean, I was just feeling it because Pokemon just has they've been hitting like all 100% having dope songs.
Mhm.
I mean, on top of having the greatest theme song ever written.
Oh yeah, I still think you guys should do that live, just for the record.
Yeah, it's a good song.
I mean, I do. There's some more.
Good
There's
song.
some more cute mispronunciations in the chat. There's
Mhm.
I can't know. There's this may be my new favorite thing.
Ah,
the kid was saying
Tish me.
tissue,
I
but
like
yeah,
that.
Kat turned it into tish me. Like tish me.
Mhm.
I might start saying that. Like we'll be in the van and I'll sneeze and I'll be like tish me. I like that a lot.
Mhm.
When I was a kid, I thought that it was an autonomic response that after you drank something, you'd go because I watched a lot of TV. So
Mhm.
I really thought that was just something that your body automatically did, and then like one day I didn't do it, and it was very exciting. It
Mhm.
was a very exciting day for me when I figured that out. Yeah. Yep.
I know a family whose kid, anytime their baby, their toddler, as he was growing up, he was about to do something that he wasn't supposed to do, they'd be like, "Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it." And it was so Pavlovian that like once the kid was talking and walking, and he'd decide to do something naughty, he'd be about to stick the fork in the outlet or whatever. He'd look at his parents and say, "Don't even think about it."
Yep. No, okay, that's yeah. I'm in that phase, solidly in that phase.
Oh, man.
That's beautiful. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for playing along with the game today. And again, get on that mailing list, gangstagrass.com. Come and see us in Boone, North Carolina at the Appalachian Theater of the High Country. Yep, that's happening on February 8th. We're super excited. And
February 2nd, new Gangstagrass song.
February 2nd,
Yes.
it's Friday.
Nacho.
It's happening.
Hanger. Oh, and is that thing still open for the submissions for the Tiny Desk?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I
I don't
can't-
know. I'm gonna drop him a line because I feel like that contest seems like it's not actually aimed at a band that has had as much success as Gangstagrass.
I don't care. I don't care. Spam them.
Yeah, I can't
I want to
figure
get. I
out,
want to get on that desk.
well, I can't figure out if Tiny Desk is the Pitchfork of Hardly Strictly's, or if Pitchfork is the Hardly Strictly of Tiny Desks.
So something like that. It's something like that. But seriously, everybody, put the word Gangstagrass into all your NPR Tiny Desk related chats and message posts and comments and all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Spread the word. That's right.
Spread the word. Let them know.
Yes.
They need to get Gangstagrass at that desk.
Yeah. It's good hanging with you, Parrish, and everybody in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Lock your staplers up.
That's right. All the Michaels and Michelles and Marias. Great to see you guys, and we will see some of you in Boone, North Carolina, on the 8th. We'll see you at the Kickstarter. We'll see you at gangstagrass.com, and we will see you right here at gangstagrass.tv a week from tonight in the 9-ish Eastern time frame. Bye, everybody.
We're all gonna stay on and listen to that song now, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
ah.